By 2030, 92 million jobs could be displaced. But that is only half the story. The same economic and technological shifts could create 170 million new roles. So the real question is not whether jobs will disappear. The real question is whether your skills will still be valuable when the job market changes. Let us be clear about what these numbers actually are before we go any further. They are not confirmed job losses. They are forecasts based on the largest survey of its kind, more than 1,000 of the world's biggest employers across 22 industries and 55 economies, representing over 14 million workers. This is the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, published in 2025. And artificial intelligence is not the only force behind this shift. 6 trends are reshaping work at the same time: AI and automation, broader digitalization, robotics and autonomous systems, the transition to green energy, aging populations in many countries, and ongoing economic and geopolitical change. Put together, the World Economic Forum expects this to touch 22% of today's jobs by 2030. Across the 1.2 billion formal jobs represented in the survey, that is roughly 1 in 5 roles either disappearing, transforming, or appearing for the first time. And this unfolds over 5 years, not overnight. Let's start with the roles expected to shrink. The right way to frame this is not that these jobs vanish completely, it's that demand for them is expected to fall. By percentage, postal service clerks are expected to decline by around 1/3. Bank tellers drop almost as much. Data entry clerks lose about 1 in 4 of their roles. Cashiers and ticket clerks lose about 1 in 5. By raw numbers, the steepest declines are expected among cashiers and ticket clerks, administrative assistants and executive secretaries, and printing workers. Accountants and auditors appear on this list too. What do these roles share? Most of the work is repetitive, it follows fixed rules, and it can move into a digital system, scheduling meetings, managing calendars, processing standard invoices, entering routine data. These are exactly the tasks that software now handles well. The World Economic Forum points to broadening digital access, AI-powered information tools, and autonomous systems as the main drivers. But here's an important distinction. Accounting is not disappearing. The accountant who only enters data and produces standard reports may see less demand for that specific work. The accountant who offers analysis, tax strategy, and client advice becomes more valuable, not less. That same pattern holds for nearly every role on this list. It's rarely the whole job disappearing. It's the routine slice of it. Now, the roles expected to grow, and there are 2 very different stories here depending on how you measure it. By percentage growth, the fastest rising roles are big data specialists, fintech engineers, and AI and machine learning specialists. Software and application developers and security management specialists round out the top 5. Cybersecurity professionals are climbing fast too. So are electric and autonomous vehicle specialists and renewable energy engineers, part of the broader shift toward green technology and clean energy investment. But by raw numbers, the picture looks completely different. Farm workers top the list, expected to add roughly 35 million jobs by 2030, more than any other single role, driven largely by the green transition. Delivery drivers, construction workers, shop salespersons, and food processing workers follow close behind. Healthcare and education are expanding fast too. Nursing professionals, social workers, and counseling professionals are growing as populations age. Teachers at both the secondary and university level are growing alongside them. The message here matters more than the numbers themselves. The future does not belong only to programmers and engineers. Construction, healthcare, education, logistics, and caregiving are just as much a part of it. Here's the part of this story that gets missed the most. In most cases, AI will not eliminate an entire profession. It will automate specific tasks inside that profession. A 2025 study from the International Labor Organization found that about 25% of global employment sits in occupations with meaningful exposure to generative AI. In high-income countries, that number rises to 34%, compared with just 11% in low-income countries. Clerical work shows the highest exposure of any category. The same research found a gender gap worth noting. In high-income countries, jobs at the highest risk of automation make up nearly 10% of female employment, compared with under 4% of male employment. Roles that skew female, like clerical and administrative work, sit closer to the front line of this shift. But the research is just as clear about something else. Full automation remains limited. Most jobs still require a human for judgment, context, and decision making. Transformation, not mass replacement, is the most likely outcome. What does that actually look like day to day? AI may not replace the doctor, but a doctor using AI to read scans and flag risks may work faster than one who doesn't. AI may not replace the contractor, but a contractor using AI for estimating, scheduling, and client communication may win more bids. AI may not replace the marketer, but it may replace the repetitive research, reporting, and first draft content work that used to fill their week. The tool is changing the job, it's not always deleting it. So what should you actually do with this information? The World Economic Forum expects 39% of today's core workplace skills to be different by 2030. That's 4 in 10 skills changed inside 5 years. And the single most in-demand skill right now isn't a technical one. 7 out of 10 employers rank analytical thinking as essential. First, AI literacy. You don't need to become an AI engineer. You need to know how to use AI tools inside your own profession. Second, data literacy. Reading data, interpreting it, and using it to make decisions is becoming a baseline skill, not a specialist one. Third, analytical and creative thinking. AI can generate a standard answer quickly. Framing the right problem, asking the right question, and finding a genuinely new solution is still a human strength. Fourth, communication and leadership, negotiation, client relationships, team management, and earning trust are some of the hardest things to automate. Fifth, continuous learning. The old model, 1 degree then 30 years on the same skills, is breaking down. Expect to update your skills every few years, not once a career. Here's a concrete place to start over the next 90 days. First, list the repetitive tasks you handle every week. Second, identify which of those tasks an AI tool could already help with. Third, learn one AI tool that's directly relevant to your profession, not a general one built for your work. Fourth, build one human skill that's hard to automate: communication, leadership, or problem solving. And finally, create one real project using these new skills. Not just a certificate, something you can actually show. The future will not belong only to programmers, engineers, or AI specialists. It will belong to people in every profession who learn to combine technology with human judgment, creativity, and experience. Your job title may change. Some of your daily tasks may disappear, but that does not mean your career has to disappear with them. The people who start adapting today will have the strongest advantage tomorrow. So ask yourself one question: what skill can you start learning today that will still be valuable in 2030?